always turn off those like shake effects and motion blur. Definitely always turn off motion blur. This is 1440p with DLSS quality, with ray tracing. Native might be a little bit too much.
Aha! That has to be the access console.
Cutting in line is against the law.
Uh-oh. Didn't expect to fight anyone right now. Alright, let's see. Let's turn off ray tracing and put it on native. I just have ambient occlusion and then reflections. Alright. This is still DLSS. Looks like the 90s. Ooh, I'm not really trying to fight this guy. But I guess it's a good indication of what it's going to be like when you play. Alright, let me turn off DLSS. Let's look at the native performance. With basically high settings. Okay.
Much more of this.
So it's in the 60s. I'm not trying to fight this guy.
What the yikes?
Ooh. Definitely dip down there. So during all those effects, you could see the frame time kind of. Yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't really. All right, let's turn it down to 1080p. Which I feel like a lot of people that have a 3060 Ti is probably going to play in 1080p. So you can see that frame time graph kind of, it's pretty smooth, it feels good. If you're playing with a controller, which I feel like this game people are going to end up playing with a controller pretty often. Okay, I don't want to get sucked away. Alright, let's turn on some ray tracing now with 1080p native. We'll do reflections, medium ambient occlusion, and medium shadows. Ooh, those shadows wreck the frame rate. That's interesting. So the shadows are super intensive. Because I didn't have the shadows on when I was in 1440p. Here, let's turn off the shadows and see. Let's turn off the shadows. Okay, this is really odd. I don't understand. I feel like the game just kind of broke. Maybe I ran out of... I didn't even run out of VRAM. It's still... interesting. Let's put this back to the way. Let's turn off ray tracing. Oh, it's still in 1440p. That didn't change. Oh, silly me. Okay, that makes sense. Thought something was weird. Okay, so 1080p high settings. During... This is probably a very intense moment. Like 90 FPS. Frame time's pretty smooth. Okay. Now let's try ray tracing with... That makes sense. 1080p. Do medium. Native 1080p.
Wow. Oh no.
I am glad to see you have survived the journey.
I probably would not play with ray tracing, to be honest with you. I don't feel like it's worth it. I need some ammo.
I have felt worse.
I mean, it's definitely playable like this. But I'm a guy who enjoys high frame rates.
Not again.
Okay, let me put it back to the way I would probably play this game. Back at 1440p. No ray tracing, but everything else kind of on high. Except for motion blur. Because motion blur can kiss my butt.
At least it was a round
Yeah.
trip.
This is definitely more intense than most of the game so far. Oh, I need ammo. Ugh. There we go.
There. Now I can finally
See?
plug glitch into this
Now,
access
like,
console.
it gets back to normal, like, sort of like 70s, 60s, 70s. But during that fight, it was definitely dipping down there. Alright, thank you for watching. I appreciate it.